Hello, Factorio people. Welcome back to the Krastorio Reverse Mega Base. Here is the tidied up electronic beacon setup. Electronic circuit setup, I should say. Where the belts just go in. There's a lot of empty space on these belts now, which is not great for UPS, but also, who cares? So the other thing I wrote down in my notes for next time was to get rid of the coke. The coke is now no longer necessary because we're going to get wood out instead. So what's the best way to facilitate this? I suppose... I mean, we could just demolish the whole thing. That would take a long time for the bots to actually sort it out. Probably the best way to do it is to just do this. And let the coke empty itself out while we rearrange everything. This can just go. This is fine. The logistics box can handle this. Yeah, sure, there'll be some wood and some coke or whatever, but this is fine. So the plan is to have wood be shipped around the base instead, and then we'll do one wood module and one enriched ore to steel module where the wood just comes in, and we make the coke on site with some coal. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? That's a darn sight quicker than getting however many bots this would have been to sort it out. Plus this is already ready for when we want the wood train sorted. Good. So this is going to be the wood station now. And I'm hoping this will be an easy fix. It depends, really, on many things. Many things. No, alright, let's go. How much wood do we need? FactorioLab.github.io finally changed to the new version. So instead of asking if you want to go to the new version, it sends you to the new version automatically now. That does mean I lost my preset, so I have had to build it again. My saved state. So I'm hoping it's correct. I mean, it's 5,000 of every science card, so as long as everything's got productivity modules in, can't really go wrong, right? 47,815 wood per minute, which is 8.9 purple belts. So already we know this isn't going to work. So that's kind of annoying. And one of these fully beaconed and moduled 1,600. So for basically 48,000, we only need 30 of them. That's okay. What have we got here already? 8. So I could do it in a long line. Seems ugly. How much of a belt is each one? 1,600 is what, a third of a belt? Yeah. So I could have like 2 pointing towards one belt, but then I'm going to lose some beacons. I mean, yes, I could easily do 10. I could easily do 30 in a line. But we're better than that here. We're better than that here on this channel. We can top that. Can I fit any more modules in? I feel like I can. I honestly do feel like I can. If I bring the water in from outside. Like this. Then I can also bring the fertilizer in from outside. Like this. It uses such a small amount of fertilizer. Like this. And then as long as we get one output for wood. I suppose it doesn't really matter where that goes. So this is 15, whereas this is only 13. So we've got 2 more in because of that. It's not powered, admittedly, but that's fine. We've got more than enough space here for some power by doing this. Just do it like that. That's okay, isn't it? Make sure these actually do all have this in. And here. That's a bit better. 28, we're down to 28. That's fine. 609 fertilizer. This was making a lot. It's not even making this much, but I feel like it is making enough. It's not running at full capacity is my point. Just the one limitation of the rate calculator is when you don't want a machine to run at full capacity, it kind of makes things a bit awkward for you with your numbers, but... Okay. Get rid of this. I don't like having to revisit a design like this. It'd be nice if it was just right the first time, but that is the logistics of Factorio. Sometimes you just have to redesign something. It's close to being good. Okay. Can I do any weird shenanigans on the other side? Blueprint with a greenhouse cannot be flipped. That's bizarre. It's completely 4 ways symmetrical, but sure, whatever. Haha, hello, police. Confused myself. So if the wood of this comes out here... The thing is if we're going to need all of this wood out like this into various belts, putting it on the bottom doesn't really help you, because sure you save some space, but... Our partner just sneezed. Bless you. She won't ever hear that I've said bless you, but she will have been blessed. She doesn't have to worry about that. So if we want 9 belts of output like this way... I'm gonna have to do a 14 into a 16, aren't I, if I do it like this, because there'll be 28 both going into, so like with the output like this, sort of. But like each set going into one of 14 belts? That's horrid. That's actually disgusting. 14 belts. The thing is so many of those belts will be empty as well, because this takes 60 seconds to go. Yeah, admittedly it's got a lot of beacons and it's working at 2075% capacity, but like realistically, does it need that many belts? Like, that is an interesting question here. I haven't put the water in. Yeah, no it does, doesn't it? That's a third of a belt. Like, it is just two-thirds of the belts are empty. And yeah, there's no real way of getting around that. I just really don't want to put 28 in a line. I honestly thought this would be the easy bit, and so I kind of just want to hurry up. Thinking. Actively thinking. 9 belts. Nine belts. So that just means that I'm gonna have to, like, which just means I don't get the multiple uses out of the beacons, but I could at least have like this. And then like pair it up with sort of like this, fills one half of this belt. This is why I said 14, because then when you put this one on this side, I'll just rotate it just for simplicity's sake right now. You sort of put this one here like this on this side. And then you don't need this belt. Or you do need this belt to make sure that it side loads. And then you've got 14 belts that are all 1/3 empty, that then balance into a 16 to 16 balancer. I mean, I kind of want to do it just because I think that looks neat. So I will. There we go, problem solved. So then the water on this side can come in like this. Am I going to get the fertilizer in though? Because the only reason this works is because it's right next to the water pipe. This is just a one space that is... I guess this side is going to have to come out a bit differently. Like this instead. Because then this can actually be... That's never going to reach, is it? Oh, it's actually quite close. Am I actually doing this? Is this my... Is this actually my idea here? Feels like it is. Okay, sure. But then each one of these needs to be in a slightly different place each time. So get rid of this bit of the blueprint. And then it just snakes around. It might not even have to snake around, because for a 16 to 16 it needs to go in there, so I should have also probably included this bit of the blueprint. And this bit. And this bit. Okay. I'm absolutely mad, but sure. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. Well, alright, don't ask me why I counted it like that. I could not give you the answer. I can at least link up there. And then we go back. This way. So then this one goes here and here. And then comes across like this. And then the rest of them just do the same as that. Is this a good idea? It looks neat. It looks kinda cool. Just don't think it's particularly efficient. It can't be inefficient. It makes the exact amount of wood you need, one needs. At least this is less laborious than the oil struggles that we had, I suppose. So it's usually the part of the video where I'd do some small talk, but oh my god, I actually ran out of belts. I actually ran out of belts. Come on, logistics parts, you can do it. I think it's fine. It's certainly odd. Didn't actually ever need to move these, and that sort of space is ever so slightly upsetting me. But I will leave it, just because it's the same as what it is on the other side, even though... I mean, I could put the belt, I could put the underground there, but it doesn't really work. Okay. It'll work for these, but it won't work for the ones at the end. Okay, then we need the old 16 belt set up. So I had to move all these anyway, so all of that effort to make sure that I didn't move all of that coke was irrelevant. This is the smallest amount of space you can use for this. Sigh. It's going to poison me for a bit, isn't it? Oh, no. I thought the uranium fuel cells for sure would upset me. Why is this not working? Oh. A simple fix. Panicky. A panicky fix, but that did scare me, that. Why did that not do anything, I thought? Okay. So we need 14 of these. And then hopefully we have enough space here. I believe that there is a mod for doing these kinds of back corners. If you know of one that is good, please let me know. I'm still concerned that the very lower belts don't have any wood on them. I have noticed that. Do you folks play new games anymore? I don't play new games anymore. I want to play Dragon Quest XI again. I want to play Neo again, which is bizarre, but... Fertilizer. You seriously telling me this isn't making enough fertilizer? It is. I bet you it is making enough fertilizer, but what is happening is that it's taking forever to permeate down all the way down these belts. Because look, this is going a fair way, but this entire belt now has to be full of fertilizer before it goes any further along. I guarantee you this is making enough. It's making 600... It's making... It's making a lot. It's not... maybe it's not making enough. Maybe those guarantees were unfounded. What's the bottleneck? Oh, God. Please. Sweet Jesus. Help me. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Maybe I should be worried. Maybe I should be worried. This is an easy fix, to be fair. This makes more than enough oxygen. This only uses 450 per minute. This can make 5 times that. And this uses 450 petroleum, and this can make 5 times that as well. So, in fact, I'm going to just nip this in the bud right now. The pain. The constant agonising pain. Where is this gonna go? Where's the output of this gonna go? It's a spaghetti mess. It's actually somehow turned into spaghetti. Smart money is also on stacking it up. Stacking this up. What am I doing? Fertilizer. Help me, please. Why? I want to talk about it, alright? I don't want to talk about it. This was supposed to be the easy bit before we did the coke, but thankfully it's only been 26 minutes, so I'm going to do the coke. I am still going to do the coke. Don't worry. This still vastly overproduces, but... I mean, this... I think it's fine. No, maybe it's not fine. I mean, the numbers aren't going to be... I'm going to leave it. If I have to come back and tidy this up, then yeah, I will. But my initial thoughts are, it is fine, leave it alone. I don't know why I thought this would be the easy bit. Clearly the enriched iron into steel is going to be the easy bit. Like, clearly. Looks weird and wrong, doesn't it? Because each pair is only 2/3 of a belt. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. It's unique. It's an esoteric design. From me, your boy. Full belts are best for UPS. Yes, everybody knows this. Just to confirm that. Alright, okay, yeah, ignore it. Let it alone. Let it alone. Which is apparently a phrase. Some people say let it alone rather than leave it alone. I don't fully understand why that is, but there we go. This shouldn't work like this. These pylons should be exactly far away enough that that shouldn't work. That is concerning. Maybe that's not how that works. Maybe I don't know how that works. Okay, whatever. Right. I enriched iron ore into steel. The quote-unquote easy bit. This will be the easy bit. The wood was supposed to be the easy bit. I don't know why I thought that. Just stand on the tracks. So good. No, that was the wrong one. Station grid. Large roboport is in the way. I can't wait to get rid of these flippin' roboports, bro. Off we go. This should be easy. This really should be easy. Because the iron ore is just coming in enriched, which is going to be the next thing we're going to look at. Probably not today. Good chance it's not today, unless I completely bust this out in record time. Because this design is this, and this, with 3 furnaces in a row. This does in iron plates, enriched ore into iron plates. This does the coke, and then this does the steel. How much steel do we need? Factorio Lab, please tell me. 58,762.8. 11 belts per minute. Obviously none of this is going to work because of the stupid beacons. I mean, I guess... Oh. I guess what I should do is make every design like this and have the beacons here. Especially if all of my designs are going to be top-fed like this. The reason I, in the past, have done it like this is because I feel like I used to do a lot of my designs like this. In Krastorio, especially. Whereas now, you know, it's sort of settling into a groove here with this. This seems much better. $11 belts. Is that right? 59,000. Yeah. It's alright, so we'll do 12 in a module and we'll have 2 modules because I feel like... seven belts of iron ore out is probably where we're going to be at here. Because if we bring... if we bring 4 belts of enriched iron in, we're getting 6 out. 6 iron ore out. I mean, I can just do this, right, and show you. So we need to beacon the iron one so it can catch up with the steel one. The coke one will be fine on its own. So we're going to have to beacon the iron one regardless. We may as well start with that. I should do it by per minute or by per second at least. 63.787 and now we use... yeah, so that's fine. That's perfect. Wow. That is half of a transport belt. So if we made 8 of these instead... it's 4 belts of iron, enriched iron ore out. I mean, it's not quite there. But that's also over 3 belts of coal and 3 belts of wood, which is a fair amount. That is a fair amount. We could do 6 in a module. 15,000. Then we would need 4 modules of this, which sounds like a lot, but then we're only bringing in 3 belts of enriched iron ore, 3 belts of wood and 3 belts of coal, so... is it best to have lots of trains going into one station? So I could change these numbers, right? I could change these numbers and bring in like 6 belts of... Nah, 9 is going to be the most really, because I don't want to bring in more than 4 belts of coal and 4 belts of wood at a time. 9 would be 23,000, which is not quite... I could do 3 modules of 9. Seems weird. No, I don't like it. 8 is kind of annoying because of the fact that it's 4.05 belts of iron, and as such, it won't run at capacity if I just bring the 4 belts in, whereas if I take one module away, I can get 8 down to under 4 belts, but then it's a bit shy on the iron ore, on the air. So oh wait, the coke vastly overproduces, doesn't it? So I don't actually need to pay any attention to the coal and wood numbers. I forgot about that. I forgot that that was the case. Alright, don't pay any attention to the coal and the wood numbers. In fact, let's just get rid of this. We know that that's going to be fine regardless. To the point where we could probably even just get rid of the beacons, just because they're confusing things. And maybe just squeeze this in as close as it will go. I never installed Power Grid Comb, did I? But I'll get rid of this for now, just so it's not confusing the numbers. Okay, alright, start again. That is just about right. That is as good as it's going to be. There's also a case to be made for, I suppose, doing it like this, and having the coke at the bottom. So iron in from the top, coke in from the bottom, and the steel out like this way. It certainly looks nicer, doesn't it? Anyway, 5.062. That's so annoying. Why are you so annoying, game? Otherwise it's fine, right? Like, this is the thing. Otherwise it's fine. If I could take one of these beacons out, so that it doesn't need that much iron. But that doesn't really solve the problem. I mean, it kind of does, though, doesn't it? Let's be honest. It kind of does. What about if I take these out and have this going on instead? It doesn't matter how many speed beacons you're using. The speed beacons really you're only using just to make it so you don't have to use so many assembly machines. It's the productivity modules that are the important ones. I can move this one because that doesn't affect, whereas this one does actually, that is affecting both machines. So this is not enough iron coming out, but we can fix that. We can beacon both of these, because then all that needs to happen here is this. Basically all I'm doing is I want it to look nice and be nice round numbers. So there's still not enough iron, or presumably because I've made this far too quick. Maybe I should just go back to this. Ah, we're back to 0.5062. That's really not what I wanted. Whereas this doesn't work. And this one... It's not enough iron either. I'm so confused. I've confused myself. 4.437, 4.475 and ever so slightly short. Can I squeeze another? I'll just put one more speed module in there. Oh, it's so close. If I do this, that's going to mess everything up, isn't it? I think that's probably fine, right? This is probably the one. I wonder if this... Oh, I get away with putting this here. So that is still net positive and still under half a belt. Yeah, alright, so then this can go because then this needs to go here. Whoops. And that should be the same numbers. It is the same numbers. Alright, there we go. There's your design, folks. We did it. Christ alive. 8 of these, then. It's 4 belts of enriched iron out, 4 in, 4 belts of steel in. So then that's just this. The coke needs to come from somewhere, but that's fine. Can sort that, not a problem. Can move this without any issues. Can move this without any issues. Can move this without any issues. Can power it from the inside after all. Like this actually hits everything. This and this hits everything. Put the coke there. Put this one. Oh, this is kind of annoying, but whatever. This should be more than enough coke. It is. Quite a lot, in fact. Be nice to know exactly how much this needs. 12 coke per second. To make 18 coke per second. Oh no, I'm not going to do it like this. I don't trust myself to do it like this. Just put it far enough away so that it's not being affected by the beacons, and we'll see if that's enough. No, nowhere near enough. Classic. Classic Krastorio. Well, if I do 8 of these, it still only needs 2 belts at the very most. So I'll just feed 1 belt in and it'll be fine, right? It's 2.7 net positive machines. And even that only needs 1 belt. Just over 1 belt of coal, 1 belt of wood. So I'll just put 1 belt in of each. Yeah, that seems fair, doesn't it? So then that's that. That's that. Wow. I am the smartest. Clearly lost the plot here. Clearly lost what I'm thinking. And then just the steel needs to come out, but that's easily done. This can't be there. I'd like it to just work, please. not be too ugly. Some semblance of symmetry, please. It's my new prog rock album out soon. Some semblance of symmetry. People say it's like Muse's Origin of Symmetry, but... And this is half a belt of steel, so... can do some... Do I want to do some weird lane balancing with this, or shall I just go back to this? I think I'll just go back to this. It's as good as it's going to get. I managed to pluck a construction bar out of the air there, did you see that? That's okay. Yeah, that's it. And then we just need the same on the other side for the enriched iron ore in. Not quite, I know that's in the way. I'm not quite sure why I'm doing it like this when... I mean, what I could be doing is I could just be doing this. Right, this doesn't need to be like that. This can be like this. And then the next one can be the other two belts and stuff like that. I've probably done that about 10,000 times in other places. So that's interesting. It's mostly because I've not ever really been doing the calculations for how much each individual machine takes. I've just been going, alright, this is 6 belts, so feed 6 belts in. This is 8 belts, feed 8 belts in. You know? But this seems fine. I mean, the same here, right? Each one of these is half a belt, so why am I doing it like this when I could just be doing... No, the reason you do it like this for the output is that this is then, like, buffering a lot more. No, that's not true. Is it? No, that's not true. These first two machines just fill this bottom belt, so you're not really buffering anything at all. All you're buffering is this space here. Really. Right, that's it. That's the build. Move it slightly closer, and then test it. Enriched iron ore, coal and wood in no particular order. Steel out. And power. Seems good to me. $20,000 steel, so we're going to need 3 of these modules, but that's fine. We did it. 3 is a lot more sensible than 4. And 4 belts of enriched iron is not that much. Especially because it's enriched. 2.6 wagons per minute, so 1 train basically every 3 minutes. That's okay. 20,000 steel, correct? $19,000. Oh, 20,000. They got there. What was that all about? That's weird. Oh, I think maybe the coal just has to permeate itself down the line. It is overproducing the coke, even the very last one. So then once these start getting full of coke, then yeah, the coal and the wood goes a lot further down the line before it goes 50%, 50%, 50%, 50%, 50%. You know, like it's... That's why it's ticking up a bit slower than usual. But yeah, now it's on 20,000. Cool. We got it, folks. And then the other wood thing is the electronic circuits, which is over here, which is looking pretty sweet now that I've fixed this. Where else does wood go? Recipe book's fixed again, by the way, if you weren't sure. Ingredient in all of the Krastorio stuff. Electronic circuits. Coke. That is it. That is it. Factorio Lab is also saying that as well. 75% of it goes into green circuits, 25% of it goes into the coke. That's it. That's your lot. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you enjoyed with a like or a comment, and if you want to see more of the reverse megabase, be sure to subscribe. I will of course make sure that this is tidy and all the inputs and outputs are sorted. It's getting close to Christmas. This is my last full week at work. So Sunday's episode will be normal, next Wednesday's episode will be normal. Then it's probably going to be Christmas break time, so there will be some episodes, of course. I'm not at work, I'm around, I'll be doing things, but the Sunday, a week Sunday is Christmas Day, so do not expect a Christmas Day episode. I'm not saying there won't be one, just don't expect one, you know. That's it, I think that's all the housekeeping. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.